Hello and welcome to Grim Survival. It is very early Sunday morning. I believe it was just about 6:30. I am in a tent. Yeah, I am. And I wasn't intending on being up this early because it's not quite light yet. But there was an owl who decided that I should be up now. He wasn't too far away. He's been hooing over there for at least 30-40 minutes. And then after that, I think it was a coyote chirping near the water line because I'm near the lake over there, which you'll see here in just a minute. And yeah, so how do you deter coyotes and things like that when you're in your camp at night? You simply play Christian music on your phone really loudly through your Bluetooth speaker and just let them know who is the loudest creature in the woods. Me. All right, so I'm going to try to get up here, maybe start the fire. It's cold. I will tell you how cold if I can get this thing to work. So it's 52 degrees in my tent. According to the weather, it's about 39 to 40 degrees outside, something like that. It's not as cold as it was last night, actually. The night before last. But hey, if you want to know how I got here, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Hey guys. Alright, it's about 6 p.m. I'm in the middle of a very forested area. My hiking pack looks a little awkward, I know. My car's up there somewhere. I parked it in a place I probably wasn't supposed to, and I have it fairly well hidden. So I didn't record any of that or show you that because, you know, that's just probably a dumb idea to leave evidence. So I'm walking. I'll show you. I'm walking that way. Supposedly, according to the GPS, which is in my other pocket, I have a lake that way. And according to somebody I know, or used to know, I should say, there is fish in that lake. And yeah, good fishing. So I will get to plowing through the trees here with my lantern and my tripod in hand. And get back to you in a minute. Wish me luck. Alright guys, I found another path. Seems I'm pretty close to the supposed lake. Came across a couple of vehicles parked near here, so guess I could have drove a little closer. But that also means there's people around here somewhere. Yuck. Alright. I did come across a couple of people back there that said they were hiking out. Said that I gotta follow this path up here and take a right when it cuts off. And there is a lake back here. And the lake does have reported fish in it. So that's the second person who's told me that. So I'm gonna see if I can catch them. I brought some lures with me. As you can see, they're kind of there. I hope they stay. I forgot to bring my hooks. So I got some artificial bait and that's it. No hooks even if I caught real bait. So let's just hope I can catch something off of, you know, one of these fake bait kind of things. But hey, just getting out here was the point. Alright, check back with you soon. Hey, check it out. A left turn and a right turn. It's not showing up very well on camera, and yes, I'm winded. I need to be in better shape. How do you get in better shape? Keep doing this. Alright, we took a right at the fork, and somewhere down this trail, supposed to be the lake. Can't see it yet, but we'll get to it. I'll keep you with me here for just a minute. You'll have to suffer through the shakiness of the video. I need one of those thingies, I really do, because, yeah, GoPro 9 just came out. It means stabilization will be awesome. Who wants to buy me a GoPro 9? I'll trade in my GoPro 5 for it. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Look at this thing. That's why I kept you with me, to show you that. What do you suppose it is? Spider nest? Looks like it. A lot of spiders probably. One big one, I don't know. Standing under it, probably not a good idea. It's starting to get dark out here. I know you can't see it on the camera, but yeah, it's approaching 7 p.m. now. So I gotta get to this lake and get set up if I want to stay warm tonight. It's supposed to drop down to about 39 degrees again. So yeah, check back in soon. All right, so I'm not seeing any indications of a lake. There is a drop off to my left and an extremely steep drop off to my right. And I am now on a downgrade, so hopefully at the bottom of it is the lake. But I'm running out of daylight here, so if I don't find a lake soon, I'm afraid I'm going to be camping in the middle of this path. It's as good a spot as any, really. So, hey, wish me luck. Alright guys, you probably can't see that, but there is water through the tree line right in that direction. Path is kind of leading to the left, still descending. I can tell you it's a long way down. I hope this path goes to it. I don't want to bushwhack. I have seen some of the fattest gray squirrels running through here. I thought I seen a fox earlier jump across the thing, but that was a big old fat gray squirrel. Squirrel hunting season soon. Anybody like squirrel? And if you do, recipes in the comments, please. All right guys, I'm still not there. The lake is in that way, and that's basically my route. This looks like a route. It looks like a game trail, really. Although there is a piece of cloth hanging from a tree there. Probably somebody's indicator to let them know how to get back out of here. But yeah, this is definitely a path, and it's getting dark back here. And this is a very big descent. Very, very steep descent. I'm second guessing whether I want to actually go down here. Going down ain't the problem, coming back up is. And this tree is very much in my way. Very much in my way. I've come across several fallen trees, but none quite like this one. This one's blocking the whole path. And it's a very steep descent, like I said, so I'm going to try to figure out a way around it that way. That way looks promising. I don't want to try to climb over it. This hiking pack is starting to get heavy, so. Oh yeah, I definitely see water down there. I'm getting close. That's good, I'm thirsty. I have clean water I brought with me, and I have my Sawyer S3 water filter. Sorry about the loudness of the crunchies. You can see there's nothing but dead wood everywhere. Oh man, that's a very steep descent. I don't know if I'm going down there. To be quite honest, I just don't know if I'm going down there. Not with this pack on. At least the path cleared up. But yeah, I think I've reached the end. I'm gonna have to go back if I can't get down there. The lake is there, I can see it. And I can see on my hiking GPS, now that it's connected, there's a hiking trail on the opposite side of the lake. But yeah, getting down there is gonna be, wow. Still descending, still descending. This is not even a place I could set up a camp if I wanted to with this kind of steepness. This angle is just not possible. Looks like a flood zone down there. I don't know if you can see how steep that is, but wow. Alright, decisions. I'm going to take a break right here. It's getting very dark, so I'm going to take a very short break. This is flat. I'm standing and holding the phone flat. That's where I got to go back. And I'm standing here and holding the phone flat. That's where I got to go down. So I don't know if the camera will show you properly exactly what this entails. But yeah, I'll get back with you. Hey guys. I'm sitting on the moss. Over there's the path down. I don't know if you can see it. It is an actual path, and I can see it winding around and going out to the lake. So it is a path. And I could get down it. And I could probably get back up it. I hear something big moving through the forest over there. Breaking a lot of branches. probably a deer. We don't have bears or wolves or really any predators in the state of Indiana other than bobcats, but they don't bother humans, not unless you're doing something stupid. Which I am not. I've made plenty of noise coming back here. I've let anything that lives here know that I'm here. I'm not being shy about it. And I do have 15 deterrents on my right hip. If you know what I mean. I really want to get to that lake. This is going to be painful. But here I go. I'm going to go grab the pack. Maybe I should throw the pack down and then go chasing after it. Probably be safer. That's up. That's me. That's down. Yeah, I'm talking down. That's down. Still hearing something large in the forest over there. Without proper boots, this would not be possible. For those of you wondering, I am wearing side zip Belleville military boots. All-terrain, waterproof and insulated. So, yeah. Without them, I would not be coming... Ooh, I almost fell on that one. If you're wondering why I'm holding a phone while I'm coming down this, it's because I don't have anything to grip anyway. So if I fall, everything I'm holding will end up on the ground, whether it was in my pocket or not. It really isn't much of a difference. I'm looking at this, trying to get a foothold here. Well, it could be just squirrels dropping stuff. It could be. Or just squirrels running around the ground. It's making some racket though. And you would think with as much racket as I'm making that it wouldn't be still there if it was a deer. So I'm pretty sure it's not a deer. It's probably just squirrels. There's a lot of them back here. They really don't have any natural predators. I mean, even the bobcats that are in the state are far and few between, to say the least. So, yeah, squirrels run rampant. Oh, this looks like a natural staircase. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of roots growing through here from this giant tree that I'm standing next to. That'll be helpful getting back up. I can see, I think, a clearing that way. I was seeing the water that way, so that's where I'm going. My survival instincts are telling me to turn around and go back. They really are. Just so you know. That's not good to stand on. So over it we went. Alright. Almost to the bottom here, so I'm going to move a little faster. Just to accelerate the descent. Get on flatter ground. Alright. I'm on flatter ground now. Very much so. I don't know if you can see that, but I just came down there. Something is on top of that hill over there. I just seriously came down that. And I just seriously have to go back up to leave here. I could not make it back to my vehicle before dark, even if I wanted to. So there is a nice little clearing over there if I need to camp, if I can't camp on this lake. But I am seeing the lake now. I am definitely seeing the lake. That, my friends, is beautiful. Can you see it? That is beautiful. It's kind of muddy right here. Hasn't rained recently. We're not expecting any rain tonight or within the next several days. Okay, so yeah, this is a swamp. I am standing in a swamp. That is a nice lake though. How am I going to get anywhere around it to fish? Or to camp is questionable. I'm going to have to come through this. Oh, well, there's a nice little path around here, so obviously the deer or the people had the same thing. It's very soft ground. Wow, look at that. I didn't know there were lakes like this in Indiana. Secluded lakes. There's a hiking path somewhere around here. I think it's way over there on the other side. Look at that little point right there. I want to try to get to it. Look at all the bugs You see all those little dots? Those are bugs. I'm gonna need a fire to keep them away from me tonight. So they're probably mosquitoes. Probably mosquitoes, people. I was told there's fish in this lake. It doesn't look very deep though. And so far nothing's jumping, so. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Sinking. Still sinking. Still sinking. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the little point. Those are not mosquitoes. Those look like black flies, really. I can't really tell what they are. They're not bugs. I think they're... well, I don't want to say what I think they are because I don't know. That's beautiful, isn't it? I don't know. It'd be rather hard to camp right here. I might have to go back up that trail a little bit, set a tent, start a fire. Something's breaking through the trees over there. Really loudly. It's either a deer or a person. Whatever that was too big to be a squirrel. Alright guys, I'm not seeing any fish jump. I seen what looked like a person throw a rock in the water. So I think there's people over on the other side. There's a lot of cattails over on that side. But I'm going to head back up the trail over here near the base of that hill I climbed. There were some flat spots over there that were fairly clear. Somebody's throwing rocks in the water. There's definitely people over there. Alright, I'll get back to you. Isn't that beautiful? Just in case you were unaware of how beautiful this place is, have a look. The smell here is just unbelievable. It smells awesome. And look, I made a friend. See? There's my little friend right there. My fuzzy little friend. See if I can get around him without bugging him. I'm sure I'm bugging other things coming through here that I'm not seeing, but that's just how it is. Here's the mud hole again. I will try to step around. You can see my boot print already in it. Good indicator of which way I came from. Which was straight up that giant hill. Alright, I'm going to try to just set up right in here somewhere. It's fairly dark, so getting a fire going is something that is going to be necessary rather soon. This is a nice little clearing here. That's the way I gotta go out. Lake is right there. I am just going to set it up. So I think I'm gonna set my tent right here. Have a fire right here. So I forgot my tent pegs. Oops. Tent pegs aren't really that necessary. My body will hold that tent in place. There's really no chance of it collapsing. But the rainfly kind of is in my way. So I'm going to stake out the rainfly with some twigs. Well, I'm starting to think that whatever is up that hill is not humans. Pretty sure there were humans over by the lake though, because I did see somebody throwing rocks in the water. I couldn't see the person, but I see the rocks. Maybe it's Bigfoot. Bigfoot, right? I'm a skeptic. I'm one of those skeptics. Although I'm not naive enough to think that there's not things in this forest that people don't know about. Or any forest for that matter. That would just be naive. But whatever it is breaking a lot of sticks and is big. So getting a fire going soon is a good idea. Alright guys, in case you're wondering, this is a Alps mountaineering tent. You can kind of see the words there. Alps mountaineering tent and sleeping bag. Both of them are the same brand. This is a 20-degree mummy synthetic sleeping bag. I forgot my jacket. I have a flannel shirt in the bag because I forgot my jacket. And this is just a cotton t-shirt. It's rather thick and I have an undershirt, so like I said, it's going to be about 39 degrees tonight. This will keep me plenty warm. I'm not worried about that. I am kind of worried about when I get up in the morning. I'm probably going to be cold. Clearly, I need a better stick. And to get a fire going really soon. I need a stake with a hook in it. I'm going to have to make a stake with a hook in it because that's just pulling tight. Something like that to hold it's what I'm really needing. And this is kind of dead, very dry wood, so hopefully it's strong enough to hold it. Really? Natural cordage. That's what that is. Natural cordage, guys. In case you're wondering, no, I did not bring my axe. I did not bring my saw. I did bring my EDC, which consists of a SE Azula and a Leatherman Wave, which I'll dig out of my pocket. And a Leatherman Wave has a small saw on it, emergency purposes. My EDC also consists of personal protection. And the camping gear I brought, my sleeping bag, my hiking pack, my tent obviously, my chair, fishing kit, oil lamp. That's really about it. I got my hiking GPS. I hit some buttons on it. I'm just trying to get back. Trying to figure out where the light button is. I know there's a light button on one of these sides. Which one are you? There it is. Light. Light button ain't working. Why ain't the light button working? Oh, I gotta hold it. Oh, I just shut it off. Oh well, I didn't need it anyway. My path out of here is really obvious, so I really don't need it. So I am going to try to get the fire going. I'm going to try to leave the camera here. I'm going to reset the video will reset itself. So this is not going to be one of those special fires. I'm going to use a cheater stick, and I'm going to use a lighter. Whoa! Oh, you scared me, buddy. Oh man, he scared me. I didn't bring any hooks. Look at this guy. Nightcrawler. Oh, he's cold too. Yeah, I'm gonna put him down. Live bait. I didn't bring any hooks. No hooks at all. I meant to bring hooks. I really did mean to bring hooks. I meant to. I did. I forgot. Oops. Forgot my jacket too. So I didn't bring my saw or my axe because it's not really rained in the last, well, it's been about a week since it rained. Everything's fairly dry, and there's so much dead fallen wood here. I mean, there's so much of it everywhere around me. I mean, there's huge logs, which I'm not going to use, obviously. I don't have an axe. Or a saw. It's got to be a squirrel. I mean, it's still making noise up there. It's insane. And a big branch hanging from the tree there I'll be using. There's so much fallen wood around me, it's just insane. So yeah, let me bring you guys over a little closer so you can see. I'm going to restart this video because it's running longer than it's ever run before. Maybe because it's so cold outside. Definitely feel the temperature dropping. Like I said, this is going to be a cheater fire. I got a wet fire tab. I've never used them before. I didn't bring any dry anything in with me. Hopefully you can see. Basically, I'm using what you see there as a base, and I have a pile of stuff here to get it going. Oh, I brought my Bluetooth speaker. Alright, and here is some extra stuff. If I can find the zipper. I got a couple Cliff Bars, a spoon. I think I forgot my fork. I did forget my fork. An emergency blanket, a Bic lighter, and several wet fire tabs. I'll just open this because, yeah, that's not working too well. There it is. That is a wet fire tab. I've never used it before. So I'm going to set it there. I'm going to touch fire to it. Wow. It smells like chemicals. Hey look, I found my tent pegs. Isn't that amazing? Alright, let's make sure the fire doesn't burn out here. Just build a little platform of dead woods above it. as much as that's burning, I'm not even concerned with putting the tiniest twigs on it. That's just, yeah. I never used a wet fire thing before, but obviously they work really well. I have a couple dozen of them. I got them for the 500 subscriber giveaway. I have in my emergency kit, I have cotton balls soaked in Vaseline, and I have them vacuum sealed in my emergency kit. And I couldn't really add that to the package I did for the giveaway. If you want to go back, check out the 500 subscriber giveaway, you see what I gave away. But I couldn't really add that to those, so I got the wet fire tabs just to put in there, and I think I put a 6-pack of them in there, if I remember correctly. And I honestly don't remember who won. I know I sent it to them, and I know they got it. I don't remember their name. I'm so bad with remembering names, so you'll have to forgive me on that. There is no danger of forest fire in the state of Indiana. In case you're wondering, I had cleared the area out as much as, you know, I needed to. This is not going to be a big fire. But there's enough dead wood around me to keep it going all night long if I needed to. Which I do not. Alright guys, there it is. That was quick. That's a quick fire, I tell you. Those tabs are definitely good to have. I'm going to set up the chair. Sitting on the ground is cold. Have you guys ever taken martial arts? Martial arts skills, see? In martial arts, you always see people breaking sticks, right? In martial arts, they do not kick with their feet. They do not punch with their fist. That hurts you. Let me show you what you're supposed to do. Your shin is really hard, and doesn't hurt you as much as, you know, trying to, the top of your foot, you'll break the top of your foot if you kick somebody with it. Don't do that kind of thing. If you ever have to kick somebody, remember that. All right, hopefully you never have to kick people. Anyway, let's use some of these tent pegs. These came with the tent. I thought I had brought them with me. So I got a couple metal or wooden stakes. I'm going to add a couple of these just for extra security because I have them. I just staked down the rainfly, really. Maybe put the fire a little too close to the rainfly. Should be about right here, but obviously that's not happening, so we'll put it back over here. In case I didn't say it, it is not supposed to rain. Of course, yeah, we all know how plans work out, don't we? I really need a drink of water. Water. This is my chair. I hope it doesn't sink. It's soft ground. I can feel the stress, you know, going away. I'm glad I came down here by this lake. That lake is just awesome. I wish I could find a way to get my fishing kayak out on that lake. But That fishing kayak weighs over 50 pounds, and I'm not carrying it down that hill, or that, I think it was like a 1.5 2-mile path at least. And that was after I found the correct path. Couldn't tell you how long I walked to find the correct path. Hope my vehicle's still in one piece when I get back. My vehicle's not in one piece anyway. I managed to get my Dodge Durango running. And yeah, the poor thing got in an accident. Oh, it was early this year, actually. No, actually, it was late last year, come to think about it. If you, well, here, let me grab this. There's my fire. It's looking pretty. And if you're wondering why I'm out here, I was planning a fishing trip today, but that fell through just for crowded. It was just too crowded in the area. So I walked a long way to avoid people. I'm having one of those days, you know. Everything's getting to me. I needed to be out here. I really did. I could have planned a little better and left a little earlier. Essentially, I grabbed the things I needed out of my bug out bag. Not too many of the things, just the water, really. The water and the cooking in the water filter. In case you were wondering what I have for dinner, I have a can of stew. This is my dinner right here. Has a pull tab, which is good. I didn't need it though. I've opened many cans with my Leatherman. It works better, in my opinion, than those. You know, I've always had those little twisty can openers, the ones where you manually twist the little metal ones. And compared to my Leatherman, they suck. They really do. Man, my Leatherman can open it quicker. It really can. I'm just burning down the coals. I am hungry, but it'll be a little bit. I will let you enjoy the fire while I go find some more wood. If you're wondering why I'm not gathering a lot of wood, is just look around me. I mean, it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. I can literally walk 2 feet and find wood. I don't need to collect a bunch. So I'm going to reattach you to the tree. Hopefully. This is kind of getting loose, so I'm tightening it up. This is one of those moments they edit out of videos, right? You don't ever see this in the bushcraft videos. People tightening their tripods and wrapping it around a tree. You're staying with me though. I'm not editing this out. Let you know my pain of wrapping tripods around trees. It's not really staying this time. Got to kind of extend it a little more and hug it a little better. Put the front leg as a brace and then balance the phone. Yeah, more firewood. More firewood. Kind of made a bit of a mess when I was setting up, so cleaned up everything, put it all back in the hiking pack so I don't lose anything. Just wanted to show you my fishing rod. This is my fishing rod. It's one of the telescopic ones. You extend it out. I think it's about 6 feet after it's extended. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name. That's the brand, in case you're interested. I love this thing. It works really well. And yeah, I can cast a long way, and it can take some fish. When I tested it before I ever put a reel on here. I put a 2-liter bottle on the end, and I was bouncing it up and down. No problems. So, greatly recommend these. Alright guys, I will get back with you in a little bit. I'm going to just enjoy some quiet. Alright guys, I just lit the little lantern. This is a smaller one. I have a couple more of these at home. The other ones I have are much bigger than this. This is actually really small compared to the normal ones. And I like it for camping and things. I'm going to see if I can hang it in the tree over here. Oh, wish me luck. I will try to turn you without dropping the phone off the tree. Yeah, that's going to be a problem maybe. Maybe the phone's just going to fall off the tree. I literally have a phone on a tripod, and the tripod's hugging the tree. Poorly hugging the tree. See? It fell. Alright, well, there's the branch. I'll just do it and come right back. Well, that didn't work. I tried to hang it from the tree, but the weight of the lantern broke the tree. As light as it is, that branch is now burning. Part of it, anyway. I think I'll get the rest of it. After I started making more noise, whatever was up there making a lot of noise is no longer there. Either is no longer there or got really quiet. Either way, I'm not concerned. Not concerned at all. Now that I say that, I hear it again. Probably squirrels. Squirrels are fun. They throw things at you when you're walking through forests like this. They really do. I had one throw a nut at me, or drop one near me. Glad I got this far. I was getting fairly chilly. I was sweating a lot coming down here. It's going to be an interesting trek out. And I just realized again that I don't have a pillow. I don't own a camp pillow. I've been meaning to get one, but yeah. Something's up there making noise again. I know it would deter it. I could make a couple of loud bangs in that general direction. It's really not bothering me though. It's nice out here. Alright, I'm going to burn some more fire, get some coals, get this stew cooking, because I am hungry. And it is getting very dark. Doesn't look like it, does it? But it is very dark out here. It's getting hard to see. I'll be back though. I don't know how well you can see that, if at all. But I am attempting to heat up the food. Attempting. Oh no, a handle just came off. This is a very cheap Walmart cup. Keep that in mind. It's a nice bed of coals right there, though. That'll do. That'll do. I didn't bring much food with me. I brought the can of stew and a couple of Cliff Bars. I had more stuff I could have brought with me. Well, actually, I have a bag of rice too. I didn't have a second way to cook the rice. I could have made the rice and then put the stew on top of it. Would have tasted good. But I need a second cup for that. Or the can. I guess I could have boiled rice in that can. Could have boiled the rice and cooked the stew in the can. Oh well. Didn't think about it. Forgot I had it. I'm kind of hungry, so just the stew will be enough for the night. I have eaten before I came here. There's a lot of noise going on around me. The kind of noise I like. I don't know what it is though. Sticks are breaking. Probably just squirrels, because there's no wind. It's extremely clear, calm night here. And it's supposed to get cold, and I like cold. I like cold because it gives me that survival instinct to stay warm. And I know how to stay warm, so yeah. I like the cold. That stew is heating up nicely. Oh yeah. Won't be too much longer. Get it on some hotter coals. You see why I like my hat so much? Put fresh batteries in it. I made it nice and bright. Trying to keep it where the handle doesn't get too hot, because I don't really have a, well, I guess I have my flannel shirt. It's about the only way I have to grab it. My chair keeps sinking. Guys, ever hear of a channel called Kent Survival? K-E-N-T, Kent Survival. Check him out. He has a awesome chair. Awesome. It doesn't sink. And he also does a lot of cooking in the woods type things, some bushcraft type things. I love watching his channel, so you guys should definitely check him out if you haven't. It's almost dinner time. Alright guys, I'm going to stoke up this fire, eat my dinner, enjoy some peace. So I will see you a little bit later. Welcome back guys. It's getting pretty late. My watch is over there. I want to see if I can reach. Should have done that before I started the video, right? Now there's a light on here. There we go. Well, it's not as late as I thought it was. It is 8:30 p.m. So, yeah, definitely not as late as I thought it was. I'm trying to get the thermometer up. Show you how cool it is before my hands. Can you see that? Well, here, let me hit the light again. There's the light and the thermometer. It's 58 degrees is what it says. I broke the band on my way in here. I didn't really break it, but it just came loose. And I'm trying my best not to lose a little metal piece. It came loose when I put my backpack on. It actually caught on my backpack and fell off. So I'm going to put it in my pocket so it's not going to give an accurate temperature reading for a while. I do have my flannel shirt on, and that's all I have for the night. Flannel shirt and sleeping bag. I hear an owl. It's kind of creepy out here. If you're not used to how dark it is in a forest at night, it can be a little intimidating. I came out here to pray about my life, my sanity. Very, very stressed for numerous reasons. Alright guys, it's a little after 9. I think. That was a bug. Temperature out here is around 55 degrees according to the thermometer on my watch, which is laying on a backpack away from the fire, just so I can get an accurate reading. It's peaceful out here. I want to show you something. Now, if you remember from earlier in the video, the lake is in that direction. See, there's the fire. The tent is over here. So the lake is in that direction of the fire. Now, I can see the tree barely that I was putting my tripod on earlier. Just barely see that tree. That's how dark it is out here. This is a through night. I believe it's the TC15 something. I don't remember exactly which one right offhand, and I can't really see it. This thing is 2,100 lumens if I remember correctly. Watch this. There's the tree I was tying the pod to. That's the first one you see over there. Can you see that way? Let me see if I can adjust the camera more, because yeah, the lake is wrong way. The lake is right over there. You probably can't see it, but let me tell you, when I light this thing up, all the squirrels get quiet. The squirrels, the raccoons, anything else in the forest gets really quiet. Fire is helping with that too. It is definitely keeping me nice and warm. I came out here, like I said, to pray. You can't get closer to God than when you are alone in His country. Something broke a stick over there. It's probably fleeing from my flashlight. You better flee from my flashlight. All this light you're seeing is from the fire. It's all natural. I have the lantern over there, still burning. I don't know how much fuel's left in it. I'll have to give it a shake here in a bit. I do have plenty of fuel with me. I did move my chair. It keeps sinking. It's not sunk as much over here. A good chair that wouldn't sink cost around $50. Not buying that. Don't have the money. Not currently. So, spiritual warfare. I've covered the subject once before. If you believe in heaven, hell, and all the things the Bible says, then you believe in spirits, supernatural things. If you've read the whole book, then you know that there are things on this planet that you haven't seen. And I'm not talking about Bigfoot or something like that. Although I would not put the possibility, I wouldn't just, there's been too many accounts and too many people to say it to just think that it's not there, it's not possible. And, Les Stroud has done some interviews on his YouTube video, and that's Survivor Man from the History Channel, in case you were wondering. So, yeah, I watched one of them. Just one. It was rather interesting, actually. But along the lines of what I was saying, spiritual warfare. I'm under attack. I really am. And for those of you that don't believe, let me explain myself, I guess. You hear it a lot. If you go to a hospital, you'll hear it everywhere. I mean, you'll hear a lot of people say it, that, why has God done this to me? Why has God given me this sickness? Why has God taken away my family? Why did God let this happen to me? It's not God letting it happen to you. It's you letting it happen to you. You did it. You. See, God does not do this to people. The other one does, and you know what I mean, the devil, or whatever you want to call it. And I do say it, because that's what it is. It's a constant battle, a constant fight. And the closer you get to where you need to be, the more attacked you will be, the more you will become attacked. Depression is an attack. You see, you have to realize what it says in that book. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And when you realize that things like sickness and disease and depression is a weapon being formed against you, then you start to think a little differently. You start to see things a little differently. You start to hear things a little differently. You start to treat people differently. I've had a large problem with negativity in my life come from me. As a driver, I became a very negative driver, very negative person when I was on the road, when I was driving trucks, especially because of the things that I would see on the road and the things that people would do. Do you know how many lives I've saved by pressing my brakes or dodging them or almost getting myself killed because they were doing something ridiculous on the road? So I became a very negative person. I was always yelling and cussing at the cars in front of me as if they could hear me. I wish they could hear me sometimes. And certain things in life happen and make you realize that it's not the people around you. It's not what anyone has done to you. It's what you are doing to yourself. Alright, that's been my grim lesson for the day. But really, spiritual warfare, you have to take it seriously, especially now, because it's becoming worse. There are things attacking us, attacking all Christians. And when I say things, I don't mean things you can physically see. Placebo effect, you can physically manifest your own diseases. You can give yourself cancer just by believing enough. You can also take it away with the same power. Alright, I'm going to stop rambling here. This has been the rambling part of the video. Yeah, I restoked the fire to deter whatever is near me. Smoke is a little bit in my eyes, bother me a bit. It made a really high pitch, like a wooing sound. It sounded probably like a bird, really. But it went from over there to over there. And how it got from over there to over there, I don't know. And there's still a little bit of fuel in here. I can see it. It's actually more than I thought there would be. it's completely full. So I believe this thing will burn for more than 8 hours. The rubber ring is falling out. Lost the lid. I have flammable oil on my fingers. That's not cool. Shall I burn it off in the fire? Yeah, that would be stupid. So I really am going to leave that right here just outside of my tent and let it burn all night. Because it will deter small things like mice. It might deter bigger things too, like deer, but the fire is going to smolder most of the night. If you can see how hot that is. I put a piece of punk wood on top and you can hear it hissing. That's how hot it is. So that's going to smolder most of the night. It'll deter anything from getting too close to me. I'm in a very secluded area near a wetland in a valley. There's definitely something other than me that lives here. Squirrels for sure. My chair is sunk so far to the ground that I might as well be sitting on the ground. It's a good thing I'm not, though. The ground is fairly wet and cold. So without the fire, I'd be very cold right now because the temperature has dropped to about 50 degrees. And all I have on is the flannel. Well, you know. Feels nice. It's going to be an interesting night sleeping. There is a lot of wildlife around me. I hear them constantly. Like I said, there's no real predators in this state, so I'm not concerned about it. The only thing I'm concerned with really is how much racket they're going to make while I'm trying to sleep. Only camper in the woods yelling at the squirrels and the raccoons to shut up, right? I'm trying to sleep over here. Shush. Because I will, if they wake me up. Don't make me come out there. Anyway. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night, guys. This will be the last time you see me until morning. So, yeah. Unless something dramatic happens. Alright. Let's try to see you in the morning. Have a good night. Good morning, guys. Here, let's do this. How's that? There I am. It is 10 till 7 a.m. I'll show you this in the dark. That's, can you see that? Hope you can see the glow. Hopefully. That's the embers left over from my fire. So I'm going to try to light it without using a fire starter. Hopefully you can hear me. I will move the lantern over here for a little more light. I had gathered some very dry, very small twigs and left them right outside of my tent door here last night, just before bed, for this purpose, or in the event of an emergency, if I got too cold or whatnot. So what I'm going to do here, I don't really need the brightest light, let me go hands-free. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the smallest twigs and I'm going to lay them over top of these coals that are still burning here. Put some, you know, some dried whatever I can find around me, leaves and whatnot. They're not as dry as they could be, but you know. I do have fire starters. I could make this really short and sweet and quick. But I just want to show you that in the event of any kind of emergency, you can keep your fires going all night long if you do it correctly. And you throw a lot of
hardwood on top, throw a little bit of punk wood on top of that, and get it really hot before you go to bed. And generally, it will keep on going. See, I just moved the ash around, felt for heat, moved the ash around, and found all the coals. So that's what we were looking for. And it's already starting to smoke. Now, I was intending on being still in bed because the sun obviously is not quite up. Starting to see a little light in the sky, but yeah, the wildlife in the area was not having any more of that. They told me it was time to get up. The owl mostly. The owl was just, yeah, he was pretty close and he was pretty loud. So thank you, Mr. Owl, for waking me up. Appreciate that. Not really. Can you see the smoke? Where there is smoke, there is typically fire. Typically. That used to be, a guarantee, but with the kind of chemicals we have nowadays. And all the people vaping. You ever drive down the road and see that cloud of vape smoke coming out of somebody's car in front of you? That's like insane, in my opinion. I would not do that. It just doesn't seem healthy. Hopefully you can see that glow. Here, let me adjust you. Maybe you can. Trying not to set myself on fire. And look at that. We have flamage. A little bit of flamage. I need some smaller sticks. I know I had some laying over here. Here's a handful of some really small, really dry stuff. It's not quite burning yet. Probably give it a little more air. And get some more of this small stuff on top. This wood is really dry, even for as damp as the ground currently is. So it's a good thing for me. According to the weather app on my phone, it is 42 degrees outside, but that thermometer that is recording that is in a city somewhere. I am in a woodland near a lake, so I promise you it's 3 to 5 degrees colder out here. And being that I only have my flannel shirt, I'm fairly chilly. So now I will correct that problem with this. It already feels nice. The heat is awesome. We like heat when we are cold. We don't like it when we are hot. Trying to walk quietly in case there's... Yep. Okay, so that's been the source of the sounds I've been hearing most of the night. That was a crane. And you think about it, that's the sound it was making. So, yeah. I originally thought it was a bird. And then I was thinking more like coyote. But, yeah, bird won. I can't really go any farther. That's water. Fishing is something I'd like to do, but unless I make my way to this point over here, I don't really see an option. Can you see the mist rising off that lake? I'm just seeing no evidence of fish, and it looks very shallow in this side. Just judging by that little area right there, it just looks like I could walk out there. That's how shallow it seems. I don't really think fishing is going to be a good idea or plausible, at least from this side of the lake. The other side is definitely deeper. I can tell just by looking at it that it's deeper when you get out there. But all those bugs, all that movement you're seeing there, and all that stuff floating on the water, those are bugs of some sort. I'm not sure what kind. But with all of that abundant amount of food in there, if there are fish, they're eating it. But yeah, if there are fish, they're on the other side because it's just too shallow over here. This is basically a flood zone, so I don't think fishing is going to be happening this morning. That's okay, I didn't need a fish to eat anyway. But look at that. That's beautiful. And if you look back into that dark area there, my tent and fire is burning over there somewhere. So I'm going to head back to it because I'm getting cold. Should have brought the jacket. Alright guys, current plan. Disassemble the tent, get the shelter down, pack it away, take the empty Nalgene, the big metal one, and go over to the lake, fill it up, and I'm going to use that to put out this fire. Before I do that, of course, I'm going to throw the rest of my firewood on there because I'm still cold. So it's going to be at least another hour before I leave. It'll give time to burn down some more. The forest has come alive with squirrels throwing things out of the trees. They're loud. Just to show you guys, one piece of kit never leave home without, right here.
Normal highs for the period are between 70 and 75 degrees.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, never leave home without it. Hey, if you don't know anything about these things, I mean, it's a ham radio, really. You can pick up so many different frequencies, repeaters. You can listen to EMS, and you can talk to them if you have an emergency, if you know the frequencies, which I have them programmed in. So in the event of something happening, I mean, I could hear traffic from where I'm at. It got fairly loud when I tried to lay down and go to sleep, obviously. I think just, you know, a few people were in the area trying to get out of the area at a certain time. Because the forest closes at 11. I don't know if I mentioned that, but there's a sign when you're coming into the state forest that the forest closes at 11 p.m. How do you close a forest exactly? I mean, and I'm not really sure if I'm still in. Well, I think I am actually, because if I look at the GPS where this lake is sitting, I'm pretty sure I am still in it. So yeah. But anyway, if I needed to, I could definitely push the little button and yell for help. Hopefully I will not need to. But let's get this sleeping bag put away and this tent taken down. I still got some stuff in the tent that I got to load in my pockets. So yeah, I'll bring you along. In case you are curious, this is the hiking pack. It's I believe it's pronounced Teton Sport, and it's the Scout 3400. So that's the hiking pack. Alright, getting water is going to be fun, if not challenging. I don't need clean water. I'm just putting out the fire with it. That way is probably not going to be the best of ideas, so I guess we'll try. Paths up this way anyway. I really wish I could just get right there without sinking in the mud. Guess we'll try. Be helpful if I open the bottle. There we go. There's the bottle. I always consume my metal container first if I'm packing in my own water, because then I can use this to boil water to make more clean water after this is already empty. If it's full of clean water, then that's your only water. So I always consume it first. I mean, technically, if I had to, I could consume the plastic bottle, pour this into the plastic bottle, boil more water. This is nothing but a bog. Yeah, I'm sinking in the mud here. Let's get out of there. Bad idea. Bad idea, people. We're going over here to the point to get water. We need the water to put out the fire. And getting the water over there, it just wasn't happening without sinking. So that's a rock point there. I was on it yesterday. You've probably seen that if you're still watching this video. Thank you for that. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ooh, there's something alive right there. What are you, buddy? Just seen it move. It's like literally right there. That looks like algae. It's definitely algae. Alright, let's see if we can get some water in this. Oh, that was loud. There we go. Bottle of dirty water. Didn't try to filter it. Oh, look at that. There's stuff floating in it and everything. That's okay. We're not drinking it. Look at that swarm. Those are all bugs. That's crazy. If you guys remember from yesterday, my little friend is still here. He's still there. Try not to disturb it. Back over here to where the fire is. I may have to make another trip of water. I would hope not, but I may. I may just sacrifice one of my bottles to not make the trip back for more water. The ground here is very wet. This is obviously an overflow area for that lake back there. So, yeah. I'm not concerned with any wildfires, but better safe than sorry. Here we go. Let's put out the fire. Anywhere where I'm seeing red hot is my concern. Making a line of water on the outskirts also is priority. Just if you don't think you have enough to completely smother it. That's a lot of steam you're seeing there. That's a lot of steam. Alright, I did go and get more water without you because it was so much easier not taking this with. So, yeah. I'm going to finish packing up. The water's sitting right there. I'll finish packing up, pour it on last. Do my best to leave without a trace, although the end of this log is fairly charred, so there's going to be a little trace. just so I'd rather refrain from opening it back up, I just shoved it back in the pocket. I'm going to drink a little bit of my water. Bottle's still going with me even if it's empty. I do not leave trash. I do not like people who leave trash. I dislike those people. I wish I could show you the sunrise, but it's just too covered and wooded around me. I mean, because it is perfect blue sky, perfect weather, in my opinion. It'd been nicer if I had a jacket, but still perfect weather. And guys, I'm going to show you this before I throw the pack on and actually do it. So here, let's turn you around here. One of the reasons for showing you this is to actually gauge where the path was that came down it and try to figure, okay, the path is over there. Figure the least steep way back up is the goal. See, there's the path that goes up. Yeah, that's the way I came down. Okay, so I am still standing on an incline. My backpack is down a bit. I am holding the camera chest level, perfectly straight. I have a level on the tripod, so I know I'm level and straight. Now I'm at about, I don't know, I'd say that's a, what, 30, 40 degree incline, something like that. And I have to throw this pack on and climb up it. This is what I was worried about when I came down here yesterday evening, was going back up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And I forgot to eat my Cliff Bar, and I forgot to get them out of the backpack in case I wanted a snack. Oh well. Anyway, I have these shock cords here, so I packed everything better. I managed to get everything in there except for the obvious, which is the tripod and the lantern. And that's the only trace I'm leaving. It's so wet now and so muddy that I can't really do anything about it. There's not a lot of leaves, otherwise I'd bury it a bit, but yeah, there's nothing hot there. There's no smoke. There's no fire. Let me get this backpack on and we'll get to walking out of here. This is gonna be fun. It's kind of awkward to put on. It has a spot on it for trekking poles. That's where the fishing pole is locked in right there. I hope it stays there because it's not there very well. It's kind of bouncing off of my back. This thing does have the chest strap and the waist belt to snug it down. Had a problem with a clip earlier on this thing. It was full of mud. I probably stepped on it. All right. Yeah, I'm hiking out with the flannel on because it's still fairly chilly. That could be a problem if I start to sweat, which I probably will. But once I get up there, there's some clearings I'll walk through, and the sun is out, so it's supposed to be 75 degrees today. It's in the 50s now. It's definitely warming up. I can see the sunlight over there because it's coming up over there. That's east. That's west, in case you didn't know. I'm adjusting things in my pocket before I grab the tripod. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to try to take you with me going up this hill. I said try. If you don't get to see it, you know why. It's probably because I fell. No, I'm not going to fall. Not going to fall, I say. Do not speak negativity. Speaking negativity gives power to negativity. Speaking it can make it happen. Thinking it can make it happen if you have a strong mind. Alright, I'm sorry for the shakiness. This is a phone on a normal tripod. It is definitely not made for this. Alright, this is steep. This is incredibly steep. Yeah, I remember that log was loose. Coming down. Wow. It's awkward when you have an extra 20 to 30 pounds. I'd say it's about 20 pounds this pack. It's not that heavy.
but it's awkward because it's pulling you back while you're going up a steep hill. Yeah. I just thought of something. This will be a horrible time to remember if I forgot anything. I didn't forget anything, but yeah, I'd get to the top anyway. And then I'd come back down without the pack. I'm not there yet. All right. Stop here for a second and show you down. This is where I stopped and sat yesterday and tried to decide if I wanted to go down there or not. Can you hear that? Not sure what it is. All right, guys. Save you from my heavy breathing and how winded I am. I'll get back to you on top. I have made it up. I came that way. I couldn't show you down because too far away to see it. But yeah, it was very steep and it's still inclining. So yeah, my legs don't like me anymore. They really don't. So if the camera is bouncing all over the place, because I'm not really watching it, it's because my legs don't like me anymore. My left leg ain't that bad. Being a truck driver, you know, it's a lot stronger than my right leg. All the pushing the clutch for 6 years. But yeah, my right leg's killing me. Not literally, hopefully. Camera probably doesn't do it justice, but man, it's beautiful. It's a long way down. And I'm still ascending. It's a long way up too. Oh well, it was worth it. What do you think lives there? This little nutshell's in there. I wonder how hollow it is into that tree. Probably a chipmunk. Chipmunks are small. They probably live in that hole. It's interesting. Look at that view. And that's the path. I mean, on the other sides it's even prettier. I'll walk over here for just a second off the path and show you. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes down a long way over there. I cannot see the bottom. Those are some really tall trees. But hey, give the video a like if you think the view is beautiful. Because I do. It's worth a like, isn't it? What kind of leaf is that, people? Anyone know? Tell me in the comments, would you? I see red on the tree up here. I'll take you with me and get a better view. The leaves on the ground are definitely colorful and more abundant. You can tell they're starting to fall. Hence the word fall. The weather has seemed to turn earlier this year than in previous years, most recently. This is the way the weather is supposed to be. Highs in maybe 70 degrees, lows in the 40s, upper 30s. Yeah, so it's the way it's supposed to be. Isn't that pretty? I hear a woodpecker. Can you hear that? It's the squirrels. Squirrels are making those sounds. They probably just want me to put my mask on while I'm walking by their house, right? I'm never going to stop with the mask jokes. I really won't. Because to me, that's all it is. It's a joke. I mean, the virus supposedly started in China. Have you ever seen videos of China? They've been wearing masks for years. Obviously, that didn't stop it. Masks. Just pointless. They really are. Look at the colors on those trees. There's orange, there's red, there's yellow. Yeah, it is beautiful. I love it out here. Alright guys, this is the end. I would thank you very much for giving me a thumbs up. Thank you for making it this far. If you watched all of this, I'm sure it's at least an hour long. I haven't got to the editing part yet. So there's my vehicle. This happened. It's been a while ago. The other side's okay. This side's not. That's an old wire hanger, and that's paracord. And it still won't stay up there. All that is from the duct tape, Gorilla tape that I used to have on there. That held it a lot better. I will probably get a strip on there. I don't really need it right now. But this has been Grim Survival. And just so you know, it's not been very grim out here the last day or two. It's beautiful. I love it. Wish I didn't have to leave. I wonder if they let me build a house right here. They won't. Alright. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Don't forget to hit the little bell icon. Get notifications when I'm doing crazy things like this. And hey, thank you. Thank you for watching. See you next time.